Alright guys, we are back with another video. Today we are taking the fretboard that we cut out. Didn't do a video process on it because quite honestly didn't know if it was going to work. But works good. Looks pretty awesome. So we're going to be attaching this to our neck profile. Got our truss rod in here. Threw a piece of tape over it because we don't want glue seeping down into the stuff, the gap that the truss rod is sitting on or in. So there we go. Use the plastic to smear all of it. That's why you need it. A little bit. I dropped stuff. Alright guys, so did you catch our mistake? Because we messed something up.
What do we mess up?
Maybe. So in our haste to get this glued on, we glued it all up, we slapped it on there, slapped the clamps on it, it got all dried up, and I realized I didn't pull that piece of tape off of there. So there's tape in here. But we've got our fretboard glued on. And I went ahead last night and used a 12-inch radius block. Radius this. So we've got a 12-inch radius. But I also found out that we've got a dip right here. So that needs to be taken care of. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead. We've made some marks. We're going to cut this thing down to size. And then we can start shaping the back, shaping the headstock. And we've got a whole bunch of work to go through still. So here we go. Got anything to add?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, go.
I was wondering if there could be any side effects from having tape on top of the truss rod.
No. Usually we want to take it off though. I don't think there's going to be really any negative side effects or positive side effects. But it's just something that if you can take it out. I totally forgot, but not a big deal. Hopefully. Let us know what you guys think. Think it's going to mess anything up? Let us know in the comments down below. But for now, let's get this thing shaped out, cut down to size, and let's go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mark off so that's where we're not going to carve. Yeah, we're going to start carving away. This is, like I said, this is the blade right here. Okay?
Very sharp.
You're going to hold it, you're going to start, and you're going to drag it towards you.
Okay.
I want you to go to that line and to this line down here.
Okay.
You don't have to pull super hard.
I'm trying to push down.
You don't have to push down super hard. Alright, look. See how I'm not even holding it, I'm not pushing it down real hard. You're making more work for yourself. If you just have to drag it. It's called a drag knife. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is drag it. Again, not pushing down very hard, just pushing down enough to keep it against here. And the blade is sitting lower than this. So you don't have to push it down so the blade makes contact. It's making contact.
Okay, I understand.
There you go. Look at that curl. Look at that. There you go. Okay, I would stop right here because you gotta remember there's a truss rod channel that goes down through here, so we don't want to go too deep, but we also don't want to go too far inwards because we don't want to get to that channel.
Yeah, it's probably directly where the channel is.
Which we can still go a little bit lower, and we will, but you gotta remember where it's at and not go too much. It's really fun to start, using that thing, and especially once you start getting it down good, that it's really fun to use. You got to remember what's underneath it and what you're carving. Okay. All right, keep going. Try and get up here.
Yeah, this is also a great way to take anger out.
Yeah.
Just get a scrap piece of wood and just start shaving.
Alright. Again, don't go too far in this way. you can start rounding it out some. Now, if that draw knife is getting to be too much, which that's starting to feel really good. This is a Shinto rasp. So there's two sides. See how these are real fine? Like they're real close together, all the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
The other side, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
So this...
Rounds it out really good.
It does, but it also takes a lot of material with it. Especially on that rough side.
Yeah, so this is going to be very rounded, right? Can I try using that then?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
Try it on this side.
So I hold it right here?
Yeah, I just use. I don't push it down
this?
real hard. I just kind of keep it on there.
You can go this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way.
I'm pushing it and then just dragging it back. And I don't push it down real hard, just enough that it's...
Starting to take out one, you know?
Come on. Look. You're not doing anything going this way. Grab it. This way. See how it's cutting? It's basically, see, you're just going sideways. Look. That way's cutting. So it's going at an angle. If you're just going this way.
I'm trying to go at an angle.
Well, you gotta move it. Okay, look. Time out. This is a whole bunch of these all together. And what you're doing right now is you're going like this. That's not doing anything, right? With a saw, you have to go this way, right? This is the same thing. This way. So what I'm doing is I'm going this way like this. Not this way.
I know, I'm trying to go diagonal, but it's kind of hard when you're not used to it.
Alright, so Malachi's down eating some lunch. Went ahead and kept doing some sanding. And I discovered why Fender style necks don't have a volute. It's because they freaking suck. So, I actually sanded ours off, removed it. We're just going to go with a straight Fender style headstock heel. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Still got some, shaping to do, but got our rough shape out. Feels pretty good. It's a little bit thinner than a normal Fender, which is kind of nice. But pretty dang good looking neck so far. I like the mahogany walnut combination. Still got some work to do on the top. Got to still drill down for our truss rod accessibility. I don't know. To get to our truss rod. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's pretty straight. Do have a little bit of dip here that we will be getting out. But man, I'm super excited about this thing. Like I said, it feels good. It looks good. Can't wait to see it on the body. So yeah, got some fret wire on order, so that should be here soon. But I think our next step is routing out the pickup cavities and the neck pocket cavity in the body. So let's go ahead and jump over and go ahead and knock that out and get that done. And check it out. Okay, I want to show you guys something real quick that I had to use because, well, I'll show you what happened. So, in the process of, shaping the neck, getting the neck down right, we took a little bit too much off. Now, granted, that is not a whole lot of looseness, but it's too much. So, while I worked for Gibson, I used to have to, I got really close there, sorry. I used to have to cut the slots for binding on usually over 100 guitars a day. Well, they used the same bearing on top of their shaper tables that basically is like a router table. And they've been using it for a long, long time. Now, over time, being they're just, cheap aluminum, they wear out. They get smaller. When you use it, it was basically just this big round chunk of aluminum. Over time, it gets dropped, it gets whatever. There's different sizes for different binding packages. Well, we had to start basically putting tape around the bearings in order to make the slot just a little bit less than what it's cutting. So, as you saw, it was a little loose. Cut the initial pocket, but as you can see now, it's not loose. There's no wiggle in it. And so I was thinking, well, okay, so it's loose in the template. What can I do? And I thought back, hey, you know what? I used to do this at Gibson all the time. So here's what I did. Grabbed some tape. I grabbed my router with the bearing, guide bearing on it, and I taped it up. Now, like I said, what that did is it made the bearing just a little bit bigger, so it wasn't cutting as close to the template. Now, it does take some experimenting to get the size right. You may have to do, depending on how loose it is or how off the bearing is, you may have to do quite a bit of wrapping of tape to get that bearing pushed out enough to where it's not cutting as much. And then if you're, you can take some off, a strip at a time. Each time, it's going to make it a little bit closer to what you're cutting. So hopefully that helps some of you guys. I'm actually really glad that that's something that I thought of, because that neck pocket now is perfect. Check this out. If I can get this thing to turn. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Staying in by itself, and it's not even to full depth. So I'm excited that that worked, and now we can keep going and getting it to full depth. Before I forget, now that that is cut and we don't need the template anymore, take the tape off, because now we want it to cut the full depth of the bearing. So just a heads up. Glad I thought of that. What is up, guys? We've done a bunch of work. Let's go back some because it gets blurry. You need to be back here.
Okay.
And all right, so we've actually done quite a bit. We started out the video working on the neck. We got our fretboard attached. We've gone ahead and rounded our neck pocket, our pickup pockets. Actually, pickup pockets are a little deep, but that's okay because we're going to use pickup rings to hold the pickups up. But I'm actually really happy with it. Let me grab you, bring you a little closer so you can see what this thing is actually looking like so far. We also did a little bit of contouring on the arm bevel here, make it a little more comfortable. So let me grab that camera. So here it is so far.
I think you've done a pretty good job so far.
What'd you say?
I said I think we've done a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, me too. So this is where we're at. Still got a little ways to go, but it's coming along super nice. And anything else you want to add?
Actually, no, but we hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
Keep building, keep having fun.
See, even he knows it now. That's right. So, like he said, keep building, keep having fun. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!